If anybody can hear me, be sure to say something. Then I'll know if we need to communicate through the game or... Oh, nobody can hear anything. Or at least that's the response in the chat. Let me check my settings real quick. Anything now? Okay, well then there we go. So yeah, people have to post things if you have anything that you're curious about. I'm pretty far into the game. I'm very far into the game. I've got actually most of the community center taken care of. If there's anything specific you'd like to see, or if you're curious about or you want to ask about, just let me know so I can try to answer. One problem is it's actually been a long time since I've played, so I'm a little rusty, so you'll have to excuse that. But so I've got my farm set up. Early on, when you start out with just your farm. You'll have to, you have to tend to your farm a lot more carefully than what I'll need to do. I've got these sprinklers set up, so I will have to periodically check in and harvest things. But initially in the game, you'd actually have to water your plants and check on everything. It's a lot more work. But as time goes by and you take care of your farm and do things, you actually can build sprinklers and other things to make your life easier. So since I've got the sprinklers, I don't have to take care of stuff. You see the scarecrows around. You do sometimes have problems if you don't put up scarecrows with your food getting eaten. This up here is sort of your where you can sell everything real easily. But then I've put taps on trees so I can get sap. These are flowers that I've planted just around here. They're next to my beehive that'll get I can get honey. These are specific trees that you can get seeds for in town every once in a while. So you can get fruit trees. So I've got apricots. These fences I made from iron that I got from the mine. Yeah, I'm quite hyped for Mario Odyssey. It looks like a lot of fun. I've always been a huge Mario fan, so yeah, I work for a Nintendo, or I don't work for, but I'm involved in a Nintendo side and playing Nintendo games since forever. If I'm not hyped for Mario, I'm not alive. So yeah, was expecting something more specific to the game, but sure. Down here, this is my sort of my slime farm. I'm trying to remember a specific reason for having a slime farm, or what I forgot. I mean, yeah, you can grow slimes, which I guess is I think there was a reason for them. This is a building you get pretty late along. The problem is the slimes will still attack you, so you actually have to sort of be careful and sort of get in and get out. I got to put that egg in so it'll grow some new slimes. And I don't want them to get out, so I got to have a fence there. Yeah, the slimes are just as aggressive as they are when they're down in the mine, is where you normally run into them. And you'd kill them, and you'd get their I guess you get a ball of slime or whatever, a slime ball, and that can be used for crafting some specific things. But yeah, pretty much everything you see has been set up in some way. So I initially your farm is covered by all sorts of um, all sorts of rocks and bits of trees, and you have to really get in there and set all this up yourself. You have to really cultivate the farm early on, and then what you end up having to do is every once in a while you have to sort of come through here and look for trees and look for things that you don't want. And, I'm getting acorns out of the ground. I don't really want a tree growing in some of these spots. So you have to sort of take care of things, and that's what it ends up being. A lot of doing things in moderation. You have to sort of make a cycle of things. That tree's not in an ideal spot. Ugh, I haven't apparently cultivated or cleaned up in a while. So it's a bit like Animal Crossing, in a sense. Animal Crossing, if you don't take care of your town and you don't take care of the weeds, they start to grow. Stardew, it's mostly you'll get a lot of trees that you don't really want. So let's get our axe and get all these little. Oh, my inventory's full. Yeah, I need to sell some of this stuff. Yeah, well, and that's why it's interesting with. It'll be interesting to see what Natsumi does. In that recent article or in some news recently, they acknowledged Stardew Valley. It will be interesting to see what they do now, because I think Stardew Valley has sort of raised the bar, and this is the effort of pretty much one guy over a course of quite a long time. It sounded like. So yeah, I'm curious to see what Natsume does and what they adopt, because obviously Stardew Valley has been enormously successful. So there's things I'm sure they could learn. This isn't just a Stardew. Stardew isn't just a Harvest Moon ripoff. Let's see, we can talk to folks. You do develop relationships with people. You can give them stuff. Like I can give him well, maybe not a flower. That might be a little weird. A bomb might not be a good idea. Let's give him a fish. He thinks he's allergic to it. Okay. But you can develop a relationship with people. Whoops, yeah, I don't want to do that. You can develop relationships with people. Man, I can tell. And actually, I didn't play this with. I played this with mouse and keyboard originally, but to stay true to the way the Switch will play, I'm actually trying to play it. I'm actually trying to play it with the controller, so I'm not going to actually use this. But I'm far enough along in it that I've developed a relationship with one of the characters. I think it's Penny. Got married, and you can have kids. My daughter, who plays it a lot, she's actually has the little toddlers that'll run around. This is the town. You can go to the if you get hurt in the mines, you can go get healed. This board, you can see people's birthdays. You can also see help wanted things, so it'll give you quests early on. As you get going, this doesn't matter so much, but early on, to make money, you definitely end up wanting to do things like that. And this is where you can buy different supplies. Fertilizers very early on, something you'll want. Bouquet is good when you're trying to get into a more serious relationship with somebody. You'll want to have that. These are the trees that I talked about. Oh wow, that's an expensive one, but that's actually pretty cool. All the wallpapers and floors. Interesting. They must have had that over time. But yeah, a lot of these different. You've got the seeds, and those have to be planted in different seasons. You've got elements like the oil and vinegar. There are recipes that you can have to make food. Food can be used to heal yourself. You can also make fancier recipes to to share with people and to impress or to try to court a man or woman to fall in love with you. Flooring and wallpaper for your house, all that kind of stuff. Let's see, what else can we go to? There's a saloon. I didn't end up going in here a lot. I mean, you can get sort of scuttlebutt and gossip, but you can also get some quick and easy food. Let's see. We'll go down to. Yeah, everybody's got their own. Everybody's got their own little story. Didn't marry Penny. That's I don't. Unless I'm trying to remember who I married. If you go down in the sewer, that takes a while to do the. You have to unlock some stuff to get down here. But these there's usually some pretty powerful things that this guy will sell. You can also fish down here. There's a specific like really special fish that you can catch down here sometimes. The fishing is pretty basic. You just wait as I say that. You wait until you get a nibble, sort of like Animal Crossing. Then it changes into sort of a different type of basic mini game where you. Okay, which button do I press? Like I said, I usually play this on mouse and keyboard. Sorry. Okay. Then you have to sort of keep this fish in the gauge. This is a really weak fish, or it's a piece of junk. Oh, carp. And it doesn't have a cute little thing like Animal Crossing. We'll say carpe diem and carpe carpe. Let's go out. This guy, who I thought was a girl at first. On the beach, there's a bridge that you have to build early on. The beach is an early place to make a lot of money, especially if you build the small bridge and you collect the coral and stuff. The coral is actually worth quite a lot. So not unlike Animal Crossing, where you want to make money, you can go down to the beach. And I think early on, some of these items too, when you go to the community center and you want to unlock different pieces for the community center, those are important. These are crab pots that I've put in the water with bait. So those are all different things I could get. I could put new bait in it. Let's go to the guy. Let's see if I can sell some stuff. Oh, he's in fishing mode, so yeah, it's not open right now. Oh, it's getting late actually. You have to pay attention to that. I was gonna say, I think I can shake these bushes and get more stuff. And generally you want to be able to sell everything. Another nice trick is if you go in people's garbage cans, you can sometimes find stuff. So like I just got seaweed. You get, usually it's junk, but every once in a while there will be actually something good. These salmon berries and stuff that come off the bushes, those are seasonal. They aren't all year. Different things will show up in different seasons. Horseradish. There's all kinds of different things that'll show up in different seasons. But yeah, salmon berry. It's a nice cheap resource. You just need to go around and sort of shake the bushes, and you can sell them, which is something you'll need early on because you need money to make your farm bigger and to do cool things. And then since it's getting dark, we'll get toward, make sure there's nothing interesting going on, but get toward home. And if you go to bed too late, it will affect you the next day, so you don't want to go too crazy. You want to keep that palm, keep some of the salmonberry, sell that palm. This is the honey. If you have your bees. Oh, and this is a truffle. Some of the pigs found truffles. Well, I did not collect milk and wool and all that. I'll have to do that tomorrow. Get the honey. And sell. Anything else to sell? No, I think I can make truffle oil. I'm trying to remember what all the different. That's the seeds. That's the recycler. There's cheese. We can definitely make some. Get the salmon berries. Make some jelly out of those. Got my wine going. Trying to truffles. I can put. No. Truffles I can use somewhere. I'm trying to remember what I can use them in. Let's there's my gold. Get some more gold bars. Those are my those will generate gems once you get going. Oh, my wife isn't back yet. Hopefully I have not done something to disturb. Oh, there she is. I was gonna say. She's not talking. Apparently I've done something to offend her. But most of the game is really just going through each day, trying to collect as much as possible. And you have different activities, whether it's farming. It sounds like it's raining outside. And tomorrow it's supposed to rain again. Get my gold bars out. Make some more. Maybe we'll put away. Okay, this is all my supplies that I've gotten over time. This is more practical stuff, like gear. This is all farming oriented. So let's see. Let's put some stuff away. We'll put, yeah. I guess I'm putting tools in here. So let's put the scythe in there. We'll keep the fishing rod. I don't need a watering can currently. And we'll put away the rare seeds. I can use those later. Guess I'll talk to the wife. Okay. Oh, got a letter. Cashback roars, see you later. I don't remember what I did with Pierre. I guess he's the guy that you can make equipment with. But yeah, let's try to see something else. Actually, we'll go back. We'll go the other way. Yeah, I've got all kinds of stuff. Maple syrup and pine tar. Yeah, got all kinds of things to cultivate. Depending on the type of tree, if you tap it, you're getting different stuff. Let's check on my greenhouse. Oh man, my strawberries are. Oh lord, hold on a moment. Hello to people in the chat. I think we established that people could hear me. cultivate all these strawberries really quick. The greenhouse is quite a bit further in. It's related to a thing that you do at the community center. Once you complete a certain objective at the community center, it will unlock different areas of the game. In the community center, the greenhouse is one of the things that gets unlocked. I don't remember what objectives that you complete for that one. But yeah, still useful to put in your sprinklers. Let's check in on the animals. Always want to close them in so they don't get out. I guess let's get some supplies. It looks like the sheep can be shorn. I always put them in. I put a box here specifically for this. Oh, got so many dang strawberry. Good problem to have. Lots of strawberries. Worth a lot of money. Sell all the common stuff. I don't really need the emeralds. I don't really need much of anything, but it is not a Nintendo game currently. This is on the PC. It was announced back in an Nindie presentation, or was shown. There hasn't been a schedule established yet for it. But what I've been trying to do with Nindie Spotlight and on NWR is there are quite a number of future games that are coming to the Switch that are out on PC. A lot of them that I already have, or that somebody else may have, or that I've got some cases where I've got indie devs who are willing to provide a Steam key for the purpose of us checking it out, putting together some video like we've done, and letting people see what the games are like. In the case of Stardew, it is a game that I'd bought way back when, early in the cycle of it becoming the huge game that it is. So yeah, I can milk my cows, get some milk. Where's my shears? I can get my sheep shorn. Oh, I forgot I can milk my goats. I almost left my goats without milking them. Yeah, I mean, it's my daughter. My daughter is a massive fan of this game. She's played it. I think she's played it. Oh, he doesn't produce milk. What the heck? I'm apparently trying to milk the wrong. Oh, there it goes. I was getting the sheep that were next to it. But my daughter, I think she started the game 3 or 4 times. She's very addicted to it. We'll put away our supplies. Like I said, these boxes are good for sort of dedicated purposes. So you don't have to carry around all this stuff. 'Cause you don't need the milking stuff. You don't need the stuff for getting the wool from the lambs. But let's make some cheese. And we'll. Oh, I didn't go to the chicken coop for the eggs. Well, let's make some cloth. Let's get our old bars. Make some more of them. These are all crafted using this. There we go. Yeah, there's a whole interface of different things that you make, and if you look at it, it'll tell you what supplies you need. And as you go along, you're gonna just keep seeing more and more ambitious things you can build. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen a wicked statue. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, different things you can use that are supplies, different things that'll make you, in the case of those things that we're seeing, things that make you more effective at fishing. Yeah, the crafting interface is a lot like you'd see in Minecraft. Let's go to the chicken coop. And all these buildings and stuff. What I said early on is, when you start your farm, it's very basic. You just basically have your main house. There's not a lot in. Oh my God! I have not collected eggs in apparently a long time, and these guys have been very productive. You go, chickens and ducks. Come on, get out of the way. I still have some sheep incubating, apparently. I mean, some chicks incubating. This thing up in the corner, that little thing up in the corner, you can put eggs in there and it'll create chicks and you'll get more chickens. If you compare with another way to be, it's more Harvest Moon or Animal Crossing. It's definitely more Harvest Moon, but I would say some of the gameplay, I didn't play a lot. I only played maybe one Harvest Moon title, so I'm not as familiar with it, where I've played, I think, every Animal Crossing. I think a lot of the activity, the way it works with fishing and stuff, to me, it reminds me of Animal Crossing. And the social interaction, I think, reminds me a little bit of Animal Crossing, except you're not writing letters to people by any means. But like I said, I'm not that familiar on the Harvest Moon series. Actually, isn't one that I played a lot of. Like I said, I think I played one of the titles quite some time ago, so it's not. I'm not really one to make great comparisons. But let's sell some of this stuff in. Well, what time is it? It's 1:40. Probably not enough time to go to the mine as well today, but let's try to do something else productive. Let's get my inventory freed up a bit. So let's go on to town and talk to the guy that there's a guy that you can talk to he'll break geodes and things like that you can get sort of special items that you can then take to the library, which is a lot, that whole mechanic is a lot like Animal Crossing. But let's go to the guy first, because I think I've got 2 stone geodes. Yeah, there is a TV. You generally want to check your TV at the beginning of every day to find out what the weather's going to be like the next day. So, this guy you can buy some basic stuff from if you need it. You can upgrade your tools. I do have enough stuff for all this. Let's see. I guess I'll tell him to do that. I have to sacrifice my axe, though. But I guess I don't need my axe. Oh, I don't have enough money. 25,000. Or I don't have the iridium bars. Okay, yeah. But process geodes. Yeah, let's do that. So this guy, you have geodes that you find in the mines. He'll break them open so you can get different gems, and like this case, I got some iron ore. It just depends. Early on when you haven't found all this stuff, it's useful because then you take it on up to the. Oops. I thought it was up to the library. Apparently, it's not. Up is to the whatever the Walmart equivalent is. I forgot the name of the place. But yeah, if you go in the library, you'll meet this guy, and if you have anything cool, he's just like dealing with what is the owl's name from Animal Crossing, who is the owner, or who has the museum. But this is a lot like the museum in Animal Crossing, in that all these different items and objects are unique ones that I had found, that I've donated. Based on the amount of shelf space, I'm assuming there are still items that I've not somehow found, but I have found a crap load of stuff. Yeah, it's one of those things. It's a collection mechanic, and you can make your town better. And speaking of that, let's go to the community center. No, there are a few methods of fast travel that you can unlock. I can show you one actually. I'm right next to one. This will take me to the mine. They are limited. But yeah, this is probably the main one, and you unlock different places that you can go to by completing different community center events. And then this bus actually, there's another place, another thing that unlocks from the community center. It'll take you to the desert. I guess I have time for that just to go there. Maybe. Oh, I need a ticket. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sure. Any online modes? No, there are no online modes. The current game does not have any multiplayer, but that is actually one of the things that is coming to the Switch, I think, first. And maybe part of the reason for the delay. One of the things that they announced that was going to be in the Switch version, and like I said, I think it was going to debut on the Switch version, is local multiplayer. How that is supposed to work, I'm not sure, mainly because they've not released any information on it. But it is something I'm interested to see. And it'll be interesting, hopefully, to be able to play it with my daughter, because she's such a big fan. I'm just giving you a quick sort of look at the desert area. This is the area that you unlock by completing certain things in Community Center that I have not gotten to yet, because I've been talking about other things or going through other things. But let's go to sleep for the night. Then tomorrow we'll go to the community center and then go to the mine, because the mine actually is where I spend a lot of time. I really like the mine. And in the desert, there's a more complicated and difficult mine that I don't think I've actually gotten to the bottom of yet. Oh, and these are lightning rods that you can collect batteries. You can get powered up batteries that you need for different things. So another crafting mechanic. So I've got some cloth, got some cheese, got some mayonnaise. All these things I can then sell. Let's sell some stuff before I go to bed, so my inventory isn't completely full. Daffodil, sure, get rid of the coconut, get rid of all that stuff. Keep my supplies. And I'll try to keep up if anybody else has any questions. Oh, here's the TV. Mine's a nice big one because I bought it. But yeah, it'll tell you the weather, and then then the fortune. I don't think I bothered with the fortune after a while. Yeah, I'll go to sleep even though my wife isn't here. No, you don't make the buildings. The buildings are something that I can go to the lady that you talk to about that. She has a ranch, and you talk to her. Well, no, okay. There's a ranch you get animals from. Then there is a construction company. I'll try to go to both, so you can see those quickly. But yeah, you buy. You start with a smaller building or a smaller house, and then after a certain amount of time, and you accumulate enough wood and money, then you can build. You start building things like the chicken coop and your barn. And then once you have those, then and you can build bigger versions of your house, a lot like Animal Crossing. And then if people hadn't seen it when I was here before, oops, I used my. Trim some of this. But I'm going into my slime farm. This is another. You can cultivate your slimes in here. Sorry for the dog. Let's go down to the. I don't know whether it's a ranch or get some more of those berries. Yeah, I can come talk to her, and this is where you can buy some animals. I've already got most. Oh, it's not 9 o'clock yet, so it's not open yet. I'll bother her at her house. She'll probably be cross. Yeah, let's, I guess while we're waiting, we'll go to the mine really quick. I can go down a couple levels and kill some stuff. Oh, and I'm right near the community center. We'll go to the community center as well. Community center, I guess it was, the only thing that was disappointing my daughter actually finished the community center, and we were wondering, does that end the game? Does it? Um, and it wouldn't you wouldn't have wanted to end the game. It's not that kind of game. Um, but I think we were expecting more to happen, and it sort of was sort of anticlimactic. It really didn't do anything other than unlock more things. So when you start out, this whole community center is run down and sort of decrepit. I've restored a lot of these rooms, and the way that works, there's these little soul guys. Where's one of them? There he is. These little dudes. He'll run away. Um, they're sort of responsible for the building, and so as you unlock stuff. So I don't have any apples. There's these are forms of quests, and so you're looking for certain supplies. And once you fulfill these different supply requirements, it will unlock a it'll unlock up. I thought it told you what it unlocked somewhere. But yeah, so I've unlocked everything except for the friendship bundle. But yeah, the desert unlocked as part of it. I got my greenhouse as part of it. There are different things. I think the minecart that lets you fast travel was another thing. So these are all things that you can get. This is the architect, and if you talk to her, she's the one that will make different buildings. So I can upgrade. Oh, I can further upgrade my house. I was not aware of that. Sure, I've got money to burn. So yeah, if I go back to my house now, she'll be doing construction. I should have seen what else she could do. She should have seen what else she builds. But she's the one who'll build the barn and the chicken coop and things like that. You can build fences and basic things like that, but no buildings. You have to work through her. So let's go down to the mine. And initially you'd start by going down the ladder, and you start each level one by one. Then I think it's every either 5 or 10 levels, you get to the elevator. I can't touch the stupid thing. Come on. Oh, there we go. I thought I was supposed to touch the thing. I'm just supposed to go inside. So we'll start sort of in the middle. And these are special ponds that you can sometimes get special fish at that only occur at certain levels. There's a fire one. But yeah, I won't mess with that much. So yeah, let's not use that. But yeah, the mines mostly are using to get gems or to get stones, to get gold and different types of ore. So there's sometimes the ladder to the next level is something you can just see. Usually not. Usually it's hidden under a rock. So yeah, I got a frozen geode, which I think I need for the community center. I think frozen geode was one of the things I need for the community center. So I'll keep that in mind. That was a boring one. We'll just go down. Let's just walk around and look for some enemies to liven this up a little bit. Because there will be slimes and all sorts of different types of things. Oh, nothing. Oh, there's a bat. And then you can... Let's see, so I'll switch to my sword. Where is he? There he is. Yeah, I'm making this look a lot easier than it is. My gear is like way too good for this. You initially, you've got to watch it. There's a good chance you're gonna die because your initial gear is not made for going down into mines and killing stuff. My gear is actually good enough to go into the desert, so I can do some damage. Yeah, you start out with really basic stuff, and even these little slimes will mess you up. Yeah, let's just go on down. Oh, there's more stuff. Yeah, so these will have the iron ore, and there will be ones that are for gold. And if you see these, sometimes there's the cave carrots. Nice little supplies. If you need energy or your health is down, you can eat You can eat your stuff. Eat a field snack. Yeah, the field snack is very practical. Let's make sure. Don't let him sneak up on me. You always keep track of where your stuff is in your inventory and what you're using. You don't want to accidentally end up switching to your field snacks and trying to attack a monster with your field snack. It's very embarrassing. Ooh, there's a lot of stuff over there. Oh, there's the thing the dude was asking for in the quest, the frozen tear. Yeah, you're always hoping for that sort of collection of barrels there. They can have nice stuff in them. Oh, let's go down. Let's go back up. It's good enough. Still early enough. I can go places. Let's go to the community center. We'll see if I can fill in that. I think that that frozen geode was one of the items that I needed. Sure. Oh, make me die. What? It's sort of anticlimactic. It's very polite when you die. You just end up back at the hospital, and they revive you. It's. Don't make me die. That's embarrassing. Let's I think, like I said, I think I've frozen. Nope. There it is. Yeah. See. Ha. So I'm that much closer. Still need a nautilus shell. I think much like Animal Crossing, fishing in the rain is at least somewhat more productive. Oh, come on, I need to catch something on an algae. That's kind of boring. A stick. Yeah, here's the similarities to Animal Crossing. Yes, let me fish and get a bunch of worthless things that I don't care about. Yeah, let's throw away some of this, save some time. I think I've got... Alright. So the mechanic in this, you just sort of keep this green zone over the fish, and you know these guys, whoever I just caught, you know he's a real easy one. For the legendaries, my friend Nintendo, shout out my friend Nintendo Topic. Nintendo Topic? Humma? Not following. Ah, come on. Get in the middle there. There we go. Yeah, none of these fish are exciting. The fish really can get challenging. Like I said, the legendary ones, you will really have to work to get them, because they will set that gauge all over the place, and it's a struggle. Yeah, so far these are all really easy to catch. Kind of sad. Come on, fish, put up a fight. Getting perfects here. This is sort of sad. Maybe if I go to the ocean. Oh yeah, forgot. When you see worms, oh, always hit the worms, because it's something hidden. Usually it's an object of some kind. Like I said before, let's switch to my bait. Those are my crab pots, which can net you some stuff. You just fill them with bait, and periodically, every couple days, sort of check on them. Oh, inventory's full. I think it's too late to go in this shop, so I'm gonna have to throw some stuff away. Yeah, I don't need clay. Try one more fishing attempt before it gets too late. Seaweed. That's not exciting. Now, one thing is cool that does happen every once in a while. There are special events. There will be seasonal special events. There's an egg festival in the spring, which is for Easter, and there's an Easter egg hunt. And there's special things that you can get that day. Oh wait, I see the bubbling. I forgot about the bubbling. I should target the bubbling. I didn't quite get to the bubbling. Unless that's just from the rain, but it looks like bubbling. No, it's ordinary. No fighters. What happened to the fighters? I want a fighter. Let's get near the rock. Hello? Oh, there's a fighter. There we go. Gonna make it at least somewhat of a challenge. Ooh, an eel. That's different. I need to get rid of something to get him. Sure. Let's get rid of this line. I think the eel is actually one of the I think that's one of the fish that you have to catch for the community center early on. These warp, I forgot how you use them. Those are special warps that you can use for fast travel as well. And what about Nintendo versus Sony? Yeah, I need to get home, dude. Let's get in home. But overall, Stardew Valley is definitely a very tranquil, calming kind of game. My daughter, who has Asperger's, she finds it very soothing. So yeah, it's and generally when I was playing it all the time, it was a good game to just, after the day is done, to sort of chill out and relax. A lot like something like Animal Crossing, kind of therapeutic in that way. I think I've got something there. Gotta clean up around my house. If you have any questions, still got about 10 minutes to go. We'll get in one more day's worth. If you want to see anything in particular, let me know. I would do better at E3, but isn't that an awfully subjective kind of? I mean, you're asking somebody who's a Nintendo fan, and I don't own a PS4, so I'm not really going to be inclined to say, yeah, Sony kicked it out of the park. I really didn't pay a lot of attention. I sold my Vita about a month ago, right after I got my Switch. I hadn't been playing anything for years on my Vita. So I think my Vita became my pinball arcade machine. I had quite a lot of pinball arcade stuff on there, so I'd get it out to play that. But that was about it. So let's see what the weather for tomorrow is. It's gonna rain all day tomorrow. Yay! So aside from the weather, different days of the week there will be different things like this living off the land. So he'll give you a tip about ways to play the game a little more effectively. I think there's a weekly thing. I forgot what day of the week it is. That'll have recipes. And we saw the fortune teller. Let's get my wine. Blueberry wine. Some salmonberry wine. Let's get my wife give her an emerald for the. Yeah, you better. That's some expensive stuff. Here's the different, there's all kinds of different stuff you can catch. There's all different stuff I've cultivated or gotten over the course of, I'm on year 3, I think, in this game, so, like I said, but I haven't played it for a while, so it was a little rusty at first. I've got stuff to cultivate. Oh, she's working on my house expansion, so that's cool. I'd paid her to expand my house. My peas, or my green beans, have grown. I don't need to water them every day because I've set up my sprinklers, which you can eventually craft. No, I'm not the owner of the channel. My channel. I have my own channel on Nindie Spotlight, but I had been just periodically creating content, like the preview stuff from PC that has been going up. Has generally been for me because I've got a lot of these titles on PC, and but yeah, there's about four or five people that post to this channel. A couple of us are trying to get into a habit of doing it on a more consistent basis, so it's possible Tuesdays and possibly Thursday night for an hour. I'll do some Nindie streaming if people seem to enjoy it. I've got a poll up on my account on Nindie Spotlight. Oh man, my fence has been taking a beating. Need to repair my fence. Sheesh. There's a problem with taking care of your farm. You have to tend to all these things. My sheep need to be shorn. Lord. Just nothing but work. So let's shear some sheep. Come here. Oh, wrong one. Got some wool. And if... Oh. Sorry, Gunther. Try to shear my chicken. It's not a good idea. Let's get our milk. And milk our goats as well. Ooh, my pigs are finding truffles. This is a productive day. You go on, pigs. Check on the barn. Yeah, everything's looking good. We got the automated feeder, so I don't have to worry about feeding everything every day, which is a pain in the butt. Oh. For whatever reason, rabbits actually produce wool. You don't have to shear them, but after a couple days, rabbits will drop wool. I didn't know that you got wool from rabbits. Yeah, I'll have to take care of my fence being a mess at some point, but not today. I just don't feel like getting the crafting interface going. Oh, my inventory's full. Did Nintendo keep... No, Nintendo... I don't... Did Nintendo publish some of the Harvest Moon games? Because those have been made by... Those are made by another developer. Or Natsume has... But Natsume now... I can't remember who the historic it's sort of split off with Harvest Moon. That you've got, was it Sound of Seasons? Is the name of the new? That's one company ended up with that, which is actually more the traditional Harvest Moon company, and I think another company is actually producing Harvest Moon now. Yeah, but there's another one that produces a similar game that I think is former devs that worked on Harvest Moon as well. Like I said, I played I think one of the Harvest Moon titles eons ago, so I'm not really all that up on it. I'm much more familiar with Animal Crossing. Yeah, if we tour my farm, I've got to take care of my fencing. I've got some fruit that I can cultivate from my trees. Or at least 2 of them. Get some cherries and some apricots. You can quickly check on my slime farm. See if there's anything exciting going on in there. Nope, they all look deadly and obnoxious as they did before. Actually, I think that glowing stuff is something I can collect. But is it worth getting? I think I have equipment in here. Yeah, my slime ring. Yeah, I can prevent damage from God. I forgot about that. Let's put that on. There it is. Okay. So let's switch to my slime ring so they can't hurt me. Now don't throw away this ring. Okay, gotta open up my fence and close it again. Yeah, get out of the way. Slimes, come on. I don't want to hurt you. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna have to kick some butt. Sorry, guys. You're not giving me a choice. I'm stuck. What the heck? There we go. And I was trying to figure out if I can... Oh, that's just stuff I can collect. That's what it was. They leave that residue behind. Well, I just had to kill a bunch of slimes for that. Let's talk to the lady with the ranch, see what animals that she sells real quick. And then my time is just about up. I'm actually gonna go right back into working on something else that I'm working on. Rocket Fist. I'm gonna be putting up a preview video of that shortly, and I have got Death Squared that I'm gonna start checking out. So yeah, these are the different animals I can buy. It's all stuff I already have. But yeah, initially when you get your farm going, you're gonna have to buy your animals. That all these things cost money. The heater is really important for keeping your animals happy. You always want to put a heater in all of your buildings for your animals. They get cold and they get upset if they're not happy, and if they're not happy, the cows aren't going to be producing milk, and the chickens aren't going to lay eggs and all that. Hay initially you need to worry about, and it's sort of a pain. You do get to the point where when you've got your grain silo and you've got sort of an outside pen, at some point it ends up taking care of itself. You don't have to feed your animals every day or periodically, but initially you need to take care of your animals and tend to them quite a bit more. Just like you have to tend to your farming much more initially. But that's about it. We can do another preview at some point if people like. But that's, it is a day-by-day game. It's, like I said, it's very relaxing. There's a lot to do between the farming, the social interaction, sort of exploring and finding things for quests. There are things on the bulletin board that you can make different people in the town happy and get money for doing certain tasks. You can go into the mine You can unlock things in the community center, which then unlock more areas for you to explore. Then you can do things like you expand your house, and I did not know I could expand my house again. Um, so she's this lady who does the construction, Robin. Um, she's a lot more polite than Tom Nook. You know, she's not extorting you and building stuff for. She's not, getting you to expand your house and you owe her money. Instead, you have to have your money up front. She's not a credit kind of gal. But yeah, you give her the money, and sometimes you need to give her a bunch of wood that you'll have to go get, um, and she'll hook you up and she'll build houses for you. So yeah, the game doesn't start out this way. You'll start out just with a small house and a really beat to hell farm, and it'll take you a little while to get going. And then little by little, you're gonna want to focus on your fishing, or you're gonna want to focus on your farming, or you're gonna want to focus on going into the mine, and it helps you build up some revenue, kind of thing. Um, and then that helps you, buy better stuff and set up your farm. Once you mine, you can get the elements you need to build things like sprinklers, so you don't have to water your plants all the time. It's a whole. There's a lot of different ways to get to the same ends, but it's a very relaxing and fun game. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing what they put on Switch. And like I like I told a couple people, and like it's on the description, I run the Nindie Spotlight account. My name is Justin Nation. You can catch me on Nindie Spotlight on Twitter, and I have a YouTube channel as well where I've got additional video on top of what I'll post to NWR. And if you have any thoughts or anything, uh, catch me on Twitter or post some thoughts on here, and I'll try to get back to you. And I'll be trying to do this more periodically. And so, everybody, have a good night.